Just today alone, guys, it's 12 in the afternoon. We have $254 in sales, and overall this month we've almost crossed $700. So it's pretty insane. I'm literally just screwing around, just having fun, just showing you guys what to do, and it's actually working really well. But it just kind of shows that this is a pretty easy process. Like, I basically stumbled into creating this store. Like, today we only had 27 visitors and we have $254. So conversion rates are really high. Ads are doing really good. I haven't even scaled them at all. We still just have that $100 daily budget going on with the TikTok ads with like 3 videos in there. I'll actually show you guys a quick update. So if we look at today, we've only spent $36 to get 254 in sales. So that one's working extremely good. But when you look at the overall lifetime, I think we're technically still losing money. We've spent 535 on ads because it's the testing phase. We've got 700 in sales. So I don't know if that gets us perfectly at a profit, but it looks like our analytics and our pixel and everything is functioning perfectly. We have 10 conversions on here, 10 conversions total. So everything's looking good, but let's jump into the ads. So I made like one more last night and that one's been getting some spend. It looks like it's not doing too well as like 9 clicks for $17. But yeah, it's mainly these two. They're pumping it at 2 ROAS. They got 5 sales each. They're doing really good. Each brought in $300, $350. So I can scale these up, and honestly, we can kind of start messing around with the scaling phase, but I would like to have way more video ads. I would like to be working with a UGC creator before I get into the scaling point. And I would really like to understand and just have a huge library of a ton of videos before I got into the scaling phase, but it's looking really good. It's looking like we could do it. Something I could do very easily is just duplicate this to spend $200 a day, and that's a really easy way to do it. But TikTok says they don't like duplications, but I'm pretty sure just doing a couple would be completely fine. So those are kind of the recommendations. Make sure your brand does not look like a drop shipping store. Make sure you have your VA and your 3PL team integrated in before you kind of jump into the next stage of Facebook. Now, before we fully get in, there's basically like a lot of things to understand about Facebook. They're very picky, they're very strict, but there's times where they become lenient, and there's times where it's smooth sailing and times where you're going to get banned for basically just existing. So Facebook's really tricky. They go through waves of high strictness and waves of very high leniency where they'll let you get away with a lot of stuff. And right now we're in a leniency phase, which is very good. The strict phase came on in the last presidential election in the United States, and it has stayed for a very long time. I got permanently banned in that phase, and my ad accounts are back. Everything's working again. So if you think you're permanently banned from Facebook, I highly suggest you to go check on there, go make sure, because they might have lifted it and they might be acting like everything's just fine, kind of like how the government did after COVID. So weird things going on in the world. They're being extremely strict and then acting like everything's fine. So it's basically the totalitarian tiptoe if you want to look into that, but that's a whole different topic for not this course. So when it comes to Facebook, when they're in these waves of high strictness, when they're very kind of like ruthless with how they enforce their rules, you need to be extremely careful and you need to be following guidelines. And I'll probably have a video made later that goes over kind of all the guidelines, do's and don'ts to really safeguard and make sure your account's okay. But right now, I haven't heard anyone complaining about issues. Facebook is seeming very lenient right now. So if you think you're banned, go make sure you're not, but we will have a video going over all of the stuff to do if you are permanently banned and some ways you can get around the system. It's just really complicated. It's very time consuming. You obviously run the risk of getting taken down again. It's best to start a new store. So if you were banned on a previous store, like creating your new store now on Facebook ads, you don't have to create another one. You'll be fine. But if you, let's say I was banned on Facebook ads for the New Cup, I would have to create another brand not called the New Cup just to run Facebook ads again. So it's a messy process, and there's a lot of things you have to do when it comes to like proxies, VPNs, setting up all these backends, buying profiles, safeguarding all of the profiles to make sure if one gets banned, we have another login and we can recover it with another Facebook profile that has access to a different business manager that has 2 ad accounts that we can use. Like, it gets weird really fast. So that's going to be a separate video. In this video, I'm going to assume and hope that you have access to Facebook. If not, there will definitely be another video for that. So if that's the case, then this is the first thing you want to do. If you already have a Facebook account, business manager, ad account already set up, I'm pretty sure the best thing to do is just create a new ad ad account within that business manager and just run with that one. I use an ad account that's personally tied to my actual Facebook account. I think that's the best thing you can do, is have everything go through your actual personal Facebook account. This kind of gives the most trust with Facebook, and like I don't think I'd recommend creating a new Facebook profile just to get a new business manager and to do all of this. That could be seen as circumventing their policy, because everyone's supposed to only have one Facebook account. So I don't know, they're a little weird with some things. You can always reach out to their support stuff or reach out to the community group and we can help you. But I think the best thing is to use an account if you already have an existing one. But I'm going to go through the create account option. So if you are brand new to Facebook, this is probably your best bet to create a new one. You just want to put in your business name, your name, and your business email address. Cool. It looks like they send you an email. So that's kind of interesting. I went and confirmed the email and it did set it up within my current existing business manager. So yeah, just go through that link, create a new one, and it should set it up with an existing account. Or if you don't have one, it should show you the process of creating one, which should be pretty simple. So you should be in a screen just like this with your business manager. You want to go to pages and hit add a page, or create a new page, sorry. And you want to do brand or product, put in your name, category brand should be fine. Then once that's made, we want to hit view page and just come here and basically populate the page. We want to put in our username. Let's see if the new cup is available. Just new cup. That's nice. Don't think we'll be able to get that on Instagram. I don't think it was even available on TikTok. I think we had to do the new cup. But basically just get in your logo, get a banner image in that you have, create something simple, easy on Canva, populate all of your settings. So in the about, or your about, not your settings, put in a location. You can put like Salt Lake City, Utah, like put like a major city you're near or something. Hours, you can populate some random hours. Price range, you can put it low or medium, whatever you think. Put in your website, phone number, email, make a little description up really quick, add any additional information, all of that stuff. I'll show you what mine looks like when it's done. All right, guys, when it comes to creating your Facebook little cover photo here, Canva has a template just called the Facebook cover. I'm just gonna grab my website main like image thing that I have built up and just kind of drag it in and make it fit so it's in like the exact settings and sizing that they want. Yeah, that line definitely kind of sucks, but yeah, I'm just going to download this and put that in as the cover photo. And hopefully when we import it in, it should be the exact size, and it's not. That's kind of annoying. I'm going to try doing it in the YouTube thumbnail. So since this doesn't fit in for some reason, I guess I'm just going to make a smaller, thinner version of it that's more simple, and then just download this and we should be able to format it within Facebook itself. Yeah, I'll just drag that like right there or something. Who cares? Facebook's weird. Facebook shit. Good for ads though. Also, something I didn't mention when it comes to Facebook, like another requirement before you should get started is you should have like a little, like whatever city you're from here in the About Us, you should have a virtual phone number, virtual address, and all these things kind of set up before you get into Facebook. When it comes to the website for Facebook, I'm just going to put my product page, not the home page. I did the business hours, not sure why that didn't register. For the description, I'm just going to copy and paste something from my website, but do take note of this. It says to take away your aches. Put that in the wrong spot. To help take away your aches and pains and stuff. You can't really make claims on Facebook. They're way more strict with stuff like that. TikTok is not as strict. But when it comes to like making claims like this product will do this, you need to be very careful with Facebook. They'll shut you down very fast. And I think it's just auto saving, I guess. Hopefully that stuff actually populated. We can delete all these posts where it just like says, oh, the new cup changed their banner. So you can go through and hit hide from my page on all these like weird posts, or just delete them if the hide from my page isn't an option. Because yeah, you don't want all these weird random posts that it auto makes. These are all from, I guess, me putting in the hours. You can just put don't show hours on this page. Cool, so that should be basically everything. Just super quick setup, just get something in. Then you want to do the add a button. Click the shop on website option and then just paste your website in. Cool, hit save on that and we should be good with our Facebook account. Then we want to go back into our business settings and we need to set up an Instagram account. So I'm just going to go to instagram.com and make an account real quick. Hit the sign up option and just put in your business info. Cool, it looks like we had to do the new cup. That's what I had to do on TikTok as well. And it looks like they just want to send us a code to our email. Paste that in and we should be good to go. We'll just kind of make a really basic account, put our Instagram like profile picture in, and that's about it. So yeah, basically just throw our photo in, put the website. Oh, it looks like we can't do website. Oh, I guess we have to sign in on mobile to do that. And we'll just make a quick bio. We'll just do something like that for now. You can come in on your phone later and add in like emojis, add in your website and all that stuff. My image is transparent. transparent, my logo image, so it might not register as white. So I might want to have to come back in and put the white on. Or you can do black. I had to do black with my TikTok because I thought it looked a lot better. So I might use that on my Facebook and Instagram. Looks like this is taking forever to load, but you can basically choose if you want the background to be white or black, and if you want the text to be white or black with your logo. Overall, I think this one looks a little bit better. So I'm going to throw this in on my Facebook and on my Instagram. Okay, so I just quickly went in on my phone and added in a little basic description. The new cup looks pretty good. Got the product link in there, so they go to this. Now we want to go back to our business settings here, go to that Instagram account option and connect an account. So just put in your login info there. When you get to this screen, hit save info. Awesome. Now we need to go to add accounts, hit create new, make it the new cup, or obviously your brand name. Make sure you're on an appropriate time schedule. It's actually really important to be on your exact time zone, and make sure you hit this first option. If you made a new ad account, you shouldn't ever have to hit another business or client. Make sure you always hit that top option. This is like my business. It's not for a different client. You can put all privileges on this and add in your payment info. Cool. And then just go through that process, answer all the questions. They have set up your credit card information. I highly recommend, if you're responsible, if you've watched the credit card video, go get signed up with that Amex Gold Card, the business gold card, not the personal card. This is extremely important that you have that one if you're doing credit cards, right? If you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel safe, you don't feel responsible enough to do a credit card, definitely just put in your debit card. But if not, I highly advise you, if you feel responsible enough, I highly advise you guys to go watch the credit card video if you haven't, and use the link below that video to sign up and get an extra sign-on bonus when you get the Amex Gold business card, because it's going to be a life changer, and we're going to be making a shit ton of points just through our Facebook ads, through our TikTok ads alone. So we want to make sure that that's the card that we use for all of our advertising costs if we feel responsible enough. So very big part on that. You have to feel responsible enough. You have to confidently know that you will only spend the money that you actually have, and you're not just going to go crazy throwing in budgets when you know you can't afford it. Cool. And then we want to hit open ads manager, and we are basically in. We are basically ready to go to start our first ads. And this is basically a dream come true. Like back in my street style men days when I was making 350K, 400K months, 60,000 plus profit, I would have killed to be where I'm at right now in the Facebook ads manager. Like, it's almost unbelievable to be here knowing how bad I would have died to be here at that point. But yeah, Facebook's a different ball game. It's kind of back. Like it's obviously not like the best advertising platform in the world. There's so many issues still. They're still going to be crazy. They're still going to be all on you. There's still going to be weird rules. But the fact that I can log in right now after being permanently banned is very exciting. Now let's head back into our business settings, and we want to go into the data sources and go to pixels, and we need to create a pixel and get it connected to our store. So it already comes up, the new cup pixel. We want to do this option, partner integration, because Shopify is in here. Let's check the instructions it wants to follow. This process always kind of changes, so let's see what they want us to do. So we want to go back to our store, go to online store, sales, or click sales channels, go to recommended sales channels. We should have Facebook in here, right there, Facebook and Instagram. Let's add that in. If you missed that, I just click this sales channel button right here, add that in, and let's hit start setup. So we want to connect our account, and then it's going to pop up and ask us if we want to do, how we want to do data sharing. We obviously want to do the maximum, and they say that this is what they check, and we should have our privacy policies should cover this, so we should be fully safe to hit save and okay here. I am not fully positive if this is exactly compliant to Facebook and some of the shopping laws within the United States. So just to go on the record, I'm not held accountable if you copy my privacy policy legally. This is me just giving recommendations. I'm not giving legal advice. So I'm not 1000% confident that this is the best privacy policy to use for Facebook specifically or for TikTok. So with that being said, I do think it is good enough. So just be aware of that. Next, we want to hit connect here. Terms and condition, obviously connect to that. Get all the green check marks, and it should set up our pixel auto copy and kind of paste it into our code so it can track people when they view content, add to cart, purchase, and link that with their Facebook account so we can target them, get data, and understand what actions people are taking on our site. Cool, we should be good. Let's hit settings. Yeah, I think we're all good here. Let's go back to Facebook, hit that we completed it, and see what it does. So we'll just copy our website in, send test traffic. We'll go to shop, which does a view content trigger. Hit a little claim offer. This should do an add to cart trigger. We'll do a checkout. So we did a couple things on the website to see if it's able to track everything. We'll hit finish, and we should be able to see our pixels data. Okay, so let's go into the pixel. We need to hit add assets, and click these to make make sure everything's added in with the ad account. Then we can open the events manager, and this should show like, hey, we had a view content, we had an add to cart, no activity received just yet. So it should be able to update. Something else it looks like we want to do on the section here is hit review events, and let's go to manage domains and add in a domain. Add in our website. Maybe it needs the www. Not sure why that's not adding in. Oh, I guess they want just that. And we'll have to go in and verify our domain as well. Okay, so to do that, we have to grab this code. We want to copy it, and we basically have to paste it into the head section of our HTML code of our website, which sounds really complicated, but it's super easy. So we hit online store, go to this little dots, hit edit code, and we'll just go into the header.liquid, and I believe we can just kind of put it in anywhere. I'm gonna put it in under this. Paste that in, hit save, and then we'll come back. Cool, that should have worked. So let's hit verify and see if it's able to pick it up now. Looks like that one didn't work. So maybe this is not the correct place they want it. Let's try putting it a little bit lower, see if that changes anything. Hit save, we'll come to this, hit a refresh, and hit verify one more time. Still not able to. Okay, so after doing a little searching, it looks like they want it in the theme.liquid. So let's go under head right here, give some spaces to it, and this one should for sure work now. So let's come refresh this, and now that code's pasted in there. This one should verify. Still nothing. Yeah, so if you go onto your website, I'm on the website, I can hit view page source, and you can see that it has the information in there below the head, just like they want. So not really sure there. Maybe it just takes some time. Okay, it does say here that it takes 72 hours. So I guess we'll just leave this page up and we'll come back to it later because it is definitely not reading the tag. Something else we want to do is go back into our business settings, go to the Instagram account, and just hit, we want to make sure that the business account we have, or the Instagram account we have set up, is a business account. That is something I forgot to mention. We'll hit shopping and retail. Hit done. I don't want it to show on the profile. Cool. And when it shows the contact info, you can just hit don't use contact info and you should be good to go there. So that should make your Instagram account a business account. And our pixel, it looks like it's still not populating, still not kind of working. We might have to wait for the website domain verification to work, which they said can take up to 72 hours, which is definitely annoying. But at least when we go into here and we go to test events, we can see that things are working. But what is odd is I went in and did like a view content, add to cart, initiate checkout process, and it gave me 3, 4, 5 page views. So this is something where I want to reach out to support. The best way you can get help is by going to facebook.com/business/help and go to contact support, get started section here, and reach out to someone and say, hey, my pixel isn't really functioning right. Like my website, it's not picking it up. They're giving me a ton of page views, like it's triggering multiple times when it shouldn't. And they should be able to help you with walking you through it, anything you need. And there's a lot of resources online that can also help you. So definitely before we run ads, we have to ensure the events are organized, the pixel is firing correctly, and we really need to just kind of reach out to Facebook and see if they can help us with stuff. That's something I'm doing right now as we speak. Something that sucks with the pixel on Facebook is it does take some time, it does take some playing around with, and it is extremely notorious for having issues. That's why later down the line, once we're getting a lot of sales, like once we're doing at least $1,000 a day or more, once we're doing or less, I mean even like $500 a day, it's really smart to get a service called Triple Whale. I'll have a whole other video on them. It's like a $400 a month service that's actually pretty pricey but extremely useful. It's going to ensure that your pixels, your data, and your info is absolutely at the top tier and it's functioning properly and even doing more than what the other data tracking softwares like Facebook's Pixel can usually do. So it gives you more information and ultimately it allows us to make a lot more money. If we have amazing data, we can make amazing decisions and quadruple our income very, very easily. So Triple Whale is something that we will be using later down the line. Personally, if I was taking this store serious and I was really trying to push it, I would set it up right now. I will have a link below to Triple Whale in this video if you feel like you're okay to sign up for it now. If not, we'll have a later video where I'll go over more in depth on like tracking data, information, setting up Triple Whale and all that stuff. But it's a really good feature. And if you want it, make sure you use the link below. Now, a little bit more information with Facebook and some kind of do's and don'ts and some little things you need to know. When you're running your first ad, I wouldn't jump into just converting purchases and trying to do that right away. I would warm up your ad account. Facebook is touchy. You don't want to look like a drop shipper. You don't want to like run in and try to get purchases. They're a little bit weird. You have to be like touchy-feely soft with them. So the best thing that others have told me and things that I've done in the past on new ad accounts is just warm it up with like a $5 a day page engagement ad or something. Like go make a post, like upload one of your reels or one of your TikTok videos that did good, upload it to the account with the exact same ad copy that you had on the one before, or make some ad copy. It doesn't matter. We're not going to really use this post. Post up that and try to get some engagement on it. Do like $5 a day for like 2-3 days. And then you should be good to kind of jump into our first testing strategy that we'll go over, obviously, not in this video. But you don't want to jump in and just hit huge $100 day budgets, $200 a day, $1,000 a day budgets and purchases. And like for some reason, Facebook doesn't like it. TikTok loves it. So it just kind of shows the differences between each platform. Now, jumping into business settings, there's one other thing you can do to kind of like safeguard your account if you ever lose it or if there's ever any issue. You can go to people and add someone in, and you can give them admin access. You can add in a friend's account, a family member's account. And if you get taken down or something happens where you can't access the ad account, you can access it through this one and hopefully recover some stuff. Facebook's really tricky. They're always changing policies and really weird things. Like I had over 4 million in ad spend. I had my own private Facebook rep that I could reach out to, had their phone number, everything. Amazing relationship with them. And then they permanently banned me one day later and never talked to me again. So you almost can't really safeguard it. And if you are in the process of losing it, you are most likely going to have to follow the other video that I'm going to make of like recovering a Facebook ad account and how to get back once you've been banned, because that process is really tricky, but it is pretty much guaranteed that you will get a working Facebook ad account. And so yeah, you might have to follow those processes if you get taken down, but having someone added in at least helps safeguard things a little bit. So that wraps up everything for today's video on the Facebook setup. Now, before we go into the Facebook ad strategy where I'm actually showing you guys what to do, I'll come in and help you guys figure out any pixel information. I'll talk about the pixel, making sure if there's anything you guys need to know before you run ads, that I will go over in that video. So I will see you on the next one. Peace and love, guys. Welcome into a very big video. Today we are going over the Facebook testing strategy. So this one is going to be a little bit all over the place, to be completely honest. There's a lot of things I want to cover. Facebook is a little bit more in depth. There's more structure to it. There's more possibilities and strategies that actually work. Yeah, we're going to go into a lot of things. We're going to be a little bit all over the place. Rewatch this video if you need to. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's get into the Facebook strategy.